Hey, I'm back for another video. I hope you're here too. Hey, you must be. Just came in from getting gas, and I went up to the counter in there. Of course, I'm joking around with people in line and stuff because that's what I do when I get that I get from my karate master. I used to be more silent and not talk to nobody, and hanging around him all those years, he was just extremely outgoing. No matter where we went, he would talk to everybody like he'd known them all his life. So it rubbed off on me. Anyway, that word snuck in. So after talking to everybody, people hearing me joke around a little bit, of course that kind of is like an icebreaker, I guess you could call it. And so when the people in front of me that I was joking around with, when they went up to their counter, past them there was another counter open. I said, "Oh, there's another one over there." So I went past him. So as I was going up to the guy, I said, "Well, can you help me?" He started saying, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, good. It all started when I was 5. I do that a lot. Same joke a lot." And everybody started laughing in there. And again, I was like, "Woohoo!" And I said to everybody, I said, one of my goals in life, I said, is I try to always make people smile or laugh. That's because I was like, "Woohoo, success." I said, one of my goals in life is to make people smile or laugh. Because I figure it helps the world go around, And everybody was like, yes, And it was so nice, because then on the way out, I told the cashier, of course, I said, "Well, God bless you." And then I turned around to everybody else, and I was like, "And God bless all of you." And it was nice, because a lot of people, I could just see the love of the Lord coming from them, and them all saying, "God bless you," back to really neat. And that just happened in the local gas station. So to the best of my ability, I'm bringing the church to the people, or the gospel to the people, or however, I don't know. I guess it's not gospel so much. Just God blessing them and stuff, and joking around a little. But it's still a good thing, no matter how you look at it. And I'll keep doing it to the best of my ability. Now I just got to figure out the best way to fund my life, so I can keep being me and help make the world a better place, because I know I do. And that doesn't mean I'm being a braggart or anything like that, but I feel it in my bones and my soul. Well, maybe not my bones, I shouldn't say. That was just kind of instinctive, but I feel it in my soul. Let's see how this goes here. I'm just take a journey again, and almost was going to go again today. But psychologically, it's good for me to take this little road trip once a week. I haven't done it once a week all the time, but that's the most I can do it once a week. Thank you for everything you do, Lord. Thank you for all my blessings. And I'm going to keep asking for more. I'm not greedy. I'm asking for good reasons. I do believe so anyway. So, give me a safe journey, Lord. Bless my viewers and bless everybody else, too. Bless the whole world, of course. But definitely bless you. Oh my. A little brain drift going on, thinking about stuff. It was really neat in the gas station. I just liked it so much. Stepdad. Another not so great story, but my father took care of his funeral home there, which was out at Fort Snelling. Yeah, they did the service, and then my mom went through there too, kind of. Well, she did, but just an ugly story how that turned out. We started the process. Everything changed. It gets back into the not so niceness of my brother, my siblings. Let's not think about that subject right now. Let's think about something positive and fun. Working on a sign there, something clipped the sign. That wasn't me. And I hope that whoever clipped it didn't end up too bad for them. I hope they didn't get no damage or get hurt. I doubt they got hurt, but they didn't damage your vehicle too bad. I've thrown out a challenge to my viewers before, and I'll just remind it to anybody that's watching now. Whenever I see an ambulance, I've been doing this for a lot of years, probably since my 20s, I guess, at least. So I've been doing it for almost 40 years. Whenever I see an ambulance, I always say a prayer for whoever's in it, or whoever they're on their way to help, you know. And if there isn't nobody in it at the time, well, and I'm saying a prayer for them responders, you know, for God to guide them well and help the people that are out there to help, you know. So it's just kind of become a habit in me now, because there's power in prayer. So it's something I do all the time, so if it's something you don't mind doing, maybe once in a while when you see an ambulance, you hearing me talk about this will make you remember that, think about it. Or maybe you already do it already, who knows. But, yep, when I see an ambulance, I say a prayer for whatever I feel at the moment. Like if they got lights on, and they're going fast, well, figure they're either going to help somebody or they've got somebody that they're helping and trying to get into the hospital, you know. So that's one kind of prayer I say. They look like they're in a hurry, and if their lights are flashing but they're not driving fast, well, then it's more likely it's not super serious, but I still say a prayer for them. And I'm not sure how they do it now if somebody passes away while they're in the process of trying to help them. I know that if they pass away and they pronounce them dead in the ambulance or whatever, that I know they'll kill the loud siren. They might still keep the lights on and drive slower. I can't remember what protocol is for that now, but because you know that can happen too. That ambulance could be carrying somebody who just passed, you know, or it could be carrying somebody who passed that might just come back to life if they're still working on it. So I just feel it important for me anyway. Whenever I see an ambulance, I say a prayer, you know, whatever comes to my mind at the time. So I thought I'd share that with you. Maybe that'd be a title for this one if I catch it in the editing quick enough. Maybe I'll title it Ambulance Prayer or something. Kind of a weird title, I guess. Maybe not. I hope I can find some time too. I mean, this channel is more important to me now. My other channel, I haven't been really doing videos on it. And I hope I can find some time to put together some videos next. Them videos I've like, where I'm more trying to be creative for myself. You know, whether I'm filming a little town or filming a museum or something, a pretty park or something, I don't know. That channel, I could have started doing what I'm doing here on this channel, but this channel deserved its own name and title and purpose. Plus, my other channel, all my family and relatives and everybody have had access to, and because I have some not nice members, and in the last few years I found out friends that all along I've been putting trust and confidence in, that found out stuff they're doing that just blew my mind behind my back. So, you know, of course I don't hang around those people anymore. I've walked away from all those people. I prayed for them, I forgive them, you know, but I don't need to be around negativity or toxicity, you know. I hope they all find their way and find God and get better. And I've talked to them all about God and how the Lord's working in my life. But anyway, got a little sneaking word. Where was I going with that? See, the thing is there's some intense emotions in that for me. So it took my brain away from where I was going. Oh yeah, the channel. So, and because of the negativity in some of them people, they know that channel, so I could put out a video and they could try to trash talk or put some negative in or whatever, yada yada. You know, so I just ignore it. I don't play into that game. You know, and if it's I haven't checked comments on that channel for a while, so I don't know if they've commented or not, but I'm pretty sure I can go in there and like delete their comment if it's negative or something, you know. So we'll see what happens there. But I didn't want that to happen on this channel. I didn't want anything outside of me, any darkness or whatever, to bleed into this channel, because I try to always project positivity, you know, to the best of my ability. Now, with you on this channel, because I'm sharing my struggles in my life right now and everything I'm going through as my current living testimony, because I know it's going to get better. I just believe it. And even if, and I've said it on other videos too, that way people can follow the live history of the struggles I went through and see how God's worked in my life. And in the process of telling stories about how God has worked in my life, I'm telling just my own stories, you know, so you can get to know me better. And like I said, that's the easiest way for me to share God, is to try to just be myself on camera and talk about my life, tell stories, be me, you know. Sometimes it's going to be boring if I'm fading off, stressing my life, and I'm thinking about it, and all of a sudden I'm not talking to the camera, and then I catch myself and I'm like, I just had a flashback of, in one video I was talking about something, I started crying, my eyes started welling a little, so I grabbed a rag and took a dab, but tears on my eyes, and then out of nowhere I was like, you big cry baby. You know, I'm a human being too, ain't afraid to cry, and somebody might call me a crybaby, or especially older folk, older guys might be like, older generations, they were ways more, especially men didn't show their emotion stuff, you know. And it's okay, and Jesus wept too. You know, so I'm in good company. So yeah, if you're ever feeling bad about feeling down or crying, remember Jesus cried too, you know. He had feelings, he hurt. Just think how wonderful it would be to be able to help Jesus. I am. I didn't think about that till just now. Okay, cool. I'm helping Jesus. Oh, thank you, Lord, for letting me help you. I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm trying. Woo. See, there's an emotional moment. But a good emotion. If I'm not going to help in any way, I know what I'm doing is good. And I know there's somebody out there that's helping. And if they haven't seen my videos yet, there's somebody that's going to see a video and it's going to help them. It's going to help them not feel so alone. It's going to help them know that, you know, because when life's beating you up, eventually see it, and then start seeing all the different times God's been there for you. So once you start seeing how God works in your life, it's really cool. Even though I'm still going through hard times, I still appreciate all the stuff He does. I'm just all over the map in this video. Oh, I'm over here. I'm gonna tell you about this. Oh, hey, look at this over here. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a good one. At least I'm getting it all on film or digital. It ain't film anymore. Now, see, for you younger kids, there's a thing called film. Oh, I can't help but laugh about that every time I think about me getting older and the younger generation. Stuff I learned from my grandpa and stuff, you know. And here I am making videos saying, well, for you younger people, in case you don't know what a film is, well, there's a couple different ways of looking at it. There was film in the camera for taking pictures, but you'd have to actually put the negatives in a dark room, because if you took it out in the light, them pictures are shot. So you had to go in a dark room and had like a dim red light so you could see, because red, in case you didn't know, well, it doesn't affect the negatives, but also it don't dilate your eyes, so you can keep your night vision, because your pupils open up wider to absorb more light and at night. And when you're in a dark room that has a red light, same thing. Your eyes stay dilated out wide or whatever, you know, they stay out wide, they don't dilate small from that red light. So you can still keep your night vision. So in case you didn't know that about red light, now you know. I think I shared that in one of my other videos too. So that's how, back to film. I'm getting off track again. Back to film. So they're filming camera for your younger generation. And they're filming a video camera too, you know. Actually, I even think in some of the old video cameras, just like they had the crank phonographs for playing records, I'm not sure, I'll have to look into it now, but I'm pretty sure there might have been crank filming, you know, where you'd have to run the camera and you'd have to crank it. And that was probably a talent. If I'm right, if it was a hand cranking film camera, well then that would mean that you'd had to have a pretty good steady crank speed for filming to get good exposure. If you crank too fast, there'd probably be dimmer film, and if you crank too slow, it'd be really bright and exposed film. Well, my brains are working now. I gotta look into this, because I'm just making it up in my head right now, thinking that there could be a crank camera video. Same thing with me when I talk about God and Scripture. I'm just being me and sharing what I feel or know. Don't take my word for it. Like, you know, you always, you know, go to Scripture, go to the Bible, and research it for yourself. Find your answers. You know? But I'm doing my best to project positivity and reality. You know, I'm not trying to missteer anybody. You know, just being me. Hopefully, I'm doing it right and I've got it okay. But for your young generation, there was film. Anyway, oh, there's that word again sneaking in. I'm gonna end it, bring this to an end here, so I can start another video so they ain't too long. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm watching traffic right now, so that's why I'm not looking at you. Thanks for watching. Hey, look at you, I got another car coming up. And give it a thumbs up if you would. There's a red truck coming now. And you're gonna see it go by. There it is.